Coming up on this exciting episode of the Angry Geek Show.
Dingleberry!
Comic books stacked, games on the screen, talking about the heroes and the ones in between. From Gotham to the stars, through the multiverse they go. It's nerd life loud on the Angry Geek Show. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. From cosplay queens to legends in town. Grab your popcorn, let your fandom flow. It's time to tune in to the Angry Geek Show. Superman debates, Boba Fett's jetpack. Marvel versus DC, no holding back. Con floor interviews, hot takes they throw. They'll nerd out with you on the Angry Geek Show. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. Legends, creators, the best all around. Grab your Funko, your lightsaber glow. It's time to tune in to the Angry Geek Show. From horror flicks to retro toys, geek girls, geek guys making all the noise. With passion and heart, they're running the game. If you're part of the tribe, you're part of the flame. They're angry, they're geeky, they're breaking it down. Fandom united in every town. Con to con, let the good vibes grow. All hail the kingdom of the Angry Geek Show.
The Tower of Power too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey. Welcome to the Angry Geeks Hour on this Monday night. I am one cool devil. She is one hot angel. My sister from another mister, the one, the only, Sophia Cormier. Streaming with Sophia every weekend. Make sure you gotta hit up that Twitch. You gotta hit it up. Make sure you go in there and stream with her. Watch her play. Now, yes, I'm supposed to be on there with her, but you know what? I'm scared. Because
You're
she
scared?
leaves me for... Yes, I am. I'm scared. Because first, she's better than me at video games. She leaves me for dead when we play Resident Evil. Because I was supposed to play Resident Evil, but last week we were watching Crown Jewel, and I kind of fell asleep because I was kind of upset because two of my favorites were wrestling each other. And then Seth Rollins beat Cody Rhodes, and then I was kind of like bummed out, but I wasn't bummed out because I like Seth, because Seth is like the new Macho Man. And then Rose, I went to bed, and Rose is like, "You were supposed to be playing with Sophia." And I was like, oh no. But anyway, she was probably going to blow me up anyway. And Void comes in and says, well, hello. Yes, we are absolute awesome humans. And anyway,
Hey.
I just want to say, I'm sorry I let you down on the brother-sister date, but that's okay. Because you got to make the money. You got to be out there playing and doing the stuff. And playing the Fortnite and the Phasmophobia. Or I can't even say the name. So,
Phasmophobia.
that game, yes, you know the game I'm talking
Hi,
about.
Cougar Man.
Cougar Man, 1966.
Hi, Joe.
Joe McDonald. You know, I tell you, Dingleberry, Joe McDonald, man, he is. I wish we can hire him to take like all our pictures at the cons, because he's like I love.
I'm sorry, what's your friend's name? Oh yeah, Lewis. I noticed for the past few weeks our name hasn't been showing on the screen. But Cougar Man, this is Lewis.
Really? Hey, Cougar Man, what's going on?
Mango says hello.
Really?
Yeah, our names haven't been showing for quite a few weeks actually.
I wonder what's going on with that. We'll have to check the studio.
Mm-hmm.
We have to check the studio. Hey, before we bring in our guest, hello, Cougar Man. How are you? Welcome to the Angry Geek Show, brother. I appreciate it. Where every week, Sophia and I bring you into the depths of pop culture. We are a TV show. We are everywhere. That is Lewis, the weekly podcast every Monday. Oh, and soon to be Thursday, 8 p.m. Hey, I got some stuff I got to show really quick before we bring in our guest.
Okay.
This past weekend, how cool is this? Now, dude, you know, I love the Wild Wild West, and you guys know I play Red Dead all the time. But how cool is this? when your son buys you Batman as a cowboy.
That is awesome.
Isn't that? Yeah, Neil picked this up for me. Look at that. Batman as a
Wow.
cowboy. Yes. Isn't that awesome? Another toy for the Geek Lair. Western World Batman as a cowboy. And now, Sophia, you saw this next thing.
Jason, yeah, he has an echo.
I don't know.
He got that echo thing back.
I don't know why I got an echo.
I think the settings changed when you went to the Nerdvana.
Oh, maybe. Yes, I think so.
It has an echo.
I don't know. Echo.
They need the Superman to match it. More dollar.
I know. So anyway.
Yes.
Now, Joe McDonald, like I was saying, one of the official photographers of the Angry Geeks. When you guys come see us at a live show, you know I'm all about the bling. I always wear bling. Sophia already saw this. Rose saw it at a store. I had to buy it. Look at this mask.
That's so cool. It matches your background too.
I know. I had to buy this.
It's
This
very
says
shiny.
me. I know. This says me all over the place. So I had to buy it. And not just because of Halloween, but because of this. Now, I won't be wearing this on stage because I can't wear it on stage.
They won't be able to even hear you if you spoke.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. But I had to buy it.
Yes,
And-
Nico. Lewis,
Oh,
what do you
what?
think about what happened with Seth Rollins on Raw?
Dude, you knew it was coming. Now, my wife said, "Did you see what happened?" And I knew what happened. I didn't see what happened, but Seth. Now, my biggest influences are Elvis Presley and Macho Man Randy Savage. Everyone knows that it's Macho Man Randy Savage. Little sister over here will tell you. But we all know that Seth is influenced by Macho Man. So a lot of my wardrobe, when we hit the con floor on the stage, is a lot Seth Rollins. What I think that happened, you knew it was coming. Now I want to see where it's going. So let's just lay it that way. All right. So, Sophie, do you have anything you want to show?
No, not today. I would say we'll catch up a little bit more on chat, but I think we should break down our guests.
Yes. Without further ado, we're going back to Harbor City. A lot of you guys are all cats. Kittens and cougars and cats alike. You all know this because Harbor City is such a hike. We're going to bring back the creator of the mummified private detective with the sidekick hillbilly rockabilly guy. The one, the only Patrick Coyle of Bixby Grant. What's going on, brother? How are you?
Hello. Thanks for having me back. I'm doing well.
Good. I'm glad. Dude, you got to tell us about Brimstone and Fangs. I mean, the next installment of Bixby Grant. I fell in love with the character the first time you were on. I love the idea of a mummified, but now I was blown away to find out they had a brother in this new installment. Now, to let everyone know, the Kickstarter, I'm not telling people that the link of the Kickstarter is in the description of this episode. I am not telling people to not go to the Kickstarter. Go to the Kickstarter. Throw money there. Get your books. Get your tiers. Get everything. The Kickstarter is funded, fully funded, but that does not mean give this cat some money. Because you want those tiers. You want those rewards. You want this book, especially if you got the first Bixby Grant. You got to get this one. Go ahead. And now, I'll tell you what. He's already been with the rest. He saved the best for last. He's been with the rest. Now he's with the best. So, brother, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Bixby Grant. And now let's also talk, just not Bixby Grant, because you also have the after story in there too.
It's true.
So let's talk about that, and let's get down to it.
All right, sure. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, and I know you know, Lewis, is Bixby Grant is a mummy private detective. He was a 1930s beat cop who unleashed the curse of the pharaoh during a museum heist and became, through the curse, a living mummy. And now it's 100 years later, and he is miserable, and he's a grump because everyone he knows and loves is dead and gone, including his brother, as you just mentioned, Lewis, who we're finding out in this story was not a very nice person. In fact, he was a gangster, and he was an occultist, and he was an all-around not-so-nice person, except that he raised Bix after their parents died. And so Bix has this conflict going of like, I love my brother, but he's also doing some evil things. So how do those two gel, right? So yeah, they live in a place called Harbor City, which is a large Midwestern or city that's overrun with monsters and the supernatural. And Bix's kind of specialty is looking into cases as a private eye that have to deal with that. So in this new case, there's a series of murders happening across the city, cult murders with these special daggers. And if 5 people are murdered, then a demon is going to be summoned to Earth and take it over. So he's looking into it to try and figure out what's happened. And it just so happens that these are the daggers that his brother used about 100 years ago. So he's dredging up a whole bunch of his kind of unwelcome history and feelings that he really doesn't want to have to deal with.
So, how much thought went into the sequel? How much thought went into bringing this back? I mean,
so it was always a plan to do 6 issues. So we've got this, the Kickstarter that's out now is for issue number 3. Although I have done 4 Kickstarters, there was a standalone graphic novel called Wolf She Cried, which I did the very first time about 3 years ago. And this one was a 72-pager. It's a standalone story that you can get in our current Kickstarter as well. And I did that one kind of as a proof of concept, get the product out there, see if people like it, see if Kickstarter is going to work for me. It was the first time I had worked with my editor and with my penciler and with the whole team, and we all gelled really well. And the Kickstarter was successful. So then I decided I was going to do a 6-issue series with an overarching story. And so that's the story that I just kind of outlined. But as you mentioned, Lewis, there's also a backup story. So in the world of Harbor City, there are other people that I think interest fans of Bixby Grant. And so this backup story is called Zombie Town. There's a section of, you know how every town has like Little Italy or, you know, the West Side or Soho or things like that. Well, there's a section of Harbor City that about 30 years ago had a zombie outbreak. And rather than deal with it, they just fenced it off and left it to die. So now occasionally people will go in there for whatever reason. And there is also a zombie mafia in Harbor City. And their headquarters is, of course, inside Zombie Town where the police can't touch them. So in this story, we follow Marina Martinez as she goes to find her father, who was a police captain who disappeared 20 years ago. And the last place he was seen happened to be Zombie Town, so she's looking into it. And of course, being a human, there's a lot of danger for her in there. So if you like zombie, it's a pretty straight up, like, fun zombie tale with a little bit of like family drama thrown in.
so let's talk about when is the book is fully funded, but when is it coming out? And let's talk about the tiers, because last time our fans love the tiers. They love to have the book autographed. There you go. Joe McDonald, Zombie Mafia. Love the concept.
Thanks, Joe.
Is the first issue, is the first series, is it still available where they can find it?
Yep.
And once again, I'm drawing the Bix in the back of you.
Oh, yeah. Over there. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just like last time. I forgot the story behind it. I think a fan made that for you, if I remember.
Yeah, I was at Granite Con up in New Hampshire.
Granite State.
Granite State, exactly. 2 years ago, and the guy next to me, whose name is on the back. Oh, I can't grab it. Anyways, he makes it's made out of wood, and he makes it with a jigsaw, and then he spray paints it, and then cuts it out, and then he shellacks it, so it's nice and glossy, right? And so he was in the booth next to me at Granite State, and then the next day, we kind of hit it off. He's a super nice guy. His kids were there, and we were kind of vibing. And he comes back and he gives me this on the Sunday of the show, and I couldn't have been happier. I should give him a shout out though. It is from his name is TJ. It's TEEJ Hero. You can look him up on the web or on Facebook. I know that he's on both of those spots. And
Sophia, didn't we just see him?
We did. We did.
Yeah, we were just at Granite State about 2-3 weeks ago.
He was a vendor there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think Sophia buried him.
I don't remember. I might have.
I think so. So
He's great.
And it's I remember the story. I remember I was a fan, and it just drawn to you. So the books are still available.
Yes, sir.
Can we get them? I want people to go back and read if they did not read it. I want them to read this and then come here.
Sure.
But before we get to that, let's talk about the tiers for this particular book right now.
Okay, sure. Yeah, at the very bottom of the tiers, we've got a $1 entry in which you can get 7 digital comics from other folks that I've known and met through the Kickstarter community. A lot of really great stuff. For $5, you can get the digital edition of the latest issue, Fangs and Brimstone #3. And then for $15, you can get the new issue, the physical issue of #3. We've added a whole bunch of what do you call them? Stretch goals, which I'll get to in a second as well. So you're gonna, even if you get the lowest tier physical or the digital, you for digital you'll even get like 5 out of the 6 stretch goals, because we have physical prints for physical backers, and then I also add it to the PDF as a pinup for people who are, because I don't want people who go digital to miss out on some of the extra stuff. We've got some great artists doing pinups and variant covers and stuff, and I want digital people to be able to experience that as well. So $15 gets you the book. For 20, I should know this. I think it's 20, 25 actually gets you the new issue physical and plus a new enamel pin, which we've got these cool looking pins that we've got of Bix smoking here.
Ooh. Zoom in on that.
Yes. Go ahead. Pull that up.
Whoop. Oh, there we go.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We haven't done enamel pins before, and they came out really nice. So people who've gotten one so far, I've shown them to, say they're pretty awesome. So I'm pretty psyched. And then, of course, we do have catch-up tiers. So if you are new to Bix, like you said, Lewis, you can read the whole thing. You can even get the one-shot, the 72-pager, plus all 3 issues of Fangs and Brimstone. And I forget the price. I think it's $60. That's actually a pretty popular one. You can also get a digital catch-up, I think for $35. I'm probably screwing that up. I should know, again, I should really know these things.
It's okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the link to the Kickstarter is in the description. Go there, find them, and you can find out how much it is, where you can get everything. Now, we are a fan of stickers. We are a fan of pins. But let's talk about the different covers. Now, you did send the different covers over to me.
Yes.
By the end of the show, we are going to pull up some of those different covers.
Cool.
And then we're going to be talking about them and see what covers we can get. Now, you're having a hard time right now thinking of pricing. So I'm not going to quiz you by bringing up the different covers and say, okay, how much for this one, how much for that one. So I'm going to give you time to think about it, relax, and then we can bring up those covers, because some of those variant covers are just friggin' incredible.
Can I catch up a little on chat quickly?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So we got Void saying, I love masks. He's commenting about your rhinestone skull mask earlier. Well, at least one panel at RICC I won't be shooting. Cougar Man, the hair and makeup looks awesome. Thank you, Cougar Man. I appreciate that. Void, and I have looked at a few masks like that one. It's awesome. Joe McDonald, I predict Cody and Seth team up against the Vision. Seth, I almost wonder if Seth is hurt because his heel turn happens too early. Also, I'm a huge Macho Man fan. Nice. All right. Joe says, so many dingles, so little time. True story. And Void posted the Kickstarter link right there.
Thank you.
Excuse me
And
one
also
second.
on
Joe
Facebook.
McDonald. Excuse me one second, little one. Joe McDonald, please, I want one of our mods, can you please clip that comment? Joe McDonald, I'm going to steal that, and I'll give you credit.
This one?
So many dingles, so little time. Yes, I want someone to clip that.
Okay.
Marketing,
I got it.
that is, yes, please. I want that clipped because I don't want to forget that. That is something marketing for our marketing plan for Sophia and streaming with Sophia. Joe, I will give you 5 cents for everything that we do with this. We are in the middle of some serious marketing right now, and I am definitely stealing that.
That's a t-shirt right there.
Yeah, one of our very many t-shirts that we're coming.
All right,
Patrick.
Lewis, I'm on it. I just sent it to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Because we already have, if you mess with the dingle, you get to bury, but I love that one for sure. So
That's
I'm
a
sorry.
t-shirt, and you may have it.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
Joe.
Yeah, we got two. Yeah, we got two T-shirts in the works right now, but that one for sure. So speaking of merch, speaking of T-shirts, I would love a Bixby T-shirt. Do we have any, Patrick?
Not yet. So it's something that I didn't monkey around with because everyone who does Kickstarter says don't mess with T-shirts because it's such a pain in the butt. So I haven't done it yet, but I figured out a way that I think I can do it. So hopefully either the next one or possibly next summer's campaign will have T-shirts, or I might put them on my website. So we'll see. I don't have the design just yet, but I've wanted one, and I haven't even made one for myself. So pretty soon.
All right. So let's talk about next summer's campaign. This one's already done. This one's in the books.
Yep.
It is funded, but that does not mean you can go. You got to buy the book. Is it the only way to buy the book through the Kickstarter?
Currently, it is. Yes.
All right. See, there you go. That was the answer I want. So if you want to read Brimstone and Fangs, you got to go to the Kickstarter. Go to the Kickstarter, buy the book. There you go. Plain and simple.
Boom.
Okay. No other way you're going to get it. Go to the Kickstarter and get it. Unless you're Sophia and I, then maybe you're going to read it another way. Well, other than that, go to the Kickstarter. Now, let's get a preview. Like I said, you've been with the rest, now you with the best, brother. You got to give us a preview because we like the spooky stuff here, especially since having you on Halloween. Do tell, brother man, what is the next one? What's the next story? What is going on in Harbor City? Because if you like Hellboy, if you like Supernatural, if you like the October Project, this is a book for you. If you like Dick Tracy mixed with Supernatural, this is for you. So, what is going on in Harbor City in the summer? Do tell.
So in part 4, things are going to get pretty out of hand. So right now, he's been just investigating. He and Diego, the rockabilly vampire, have been investigating, and they're starting to get a couple of clues, but it looks like a dead end. And obviously, I'm not going to give anything away. At the end of this issue, things start to get a little serious. Next issue, things are going to go way up. So we're at the first half of the story, starting with the campaign that's going to come out probably in March, and then another one in the fall, which would be number 4 and number 5. Things are really going to ramp up. Like there's going to be some demons running around. There's going to be a whole bunch of other monsters. There's going to be some more group sacrifices. There's going to be some secret cult layers. Like there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff that we're getting into the underbelly of Harbor City.
Now, is there going to be a crossover? I'm trying to sell this now. With Zombie Town, is Bix going to end up there? Are we going to intertwine with the non-central characters?
The main backstory, I'm sorry, the main story and the backstory take place obviously in the same town, but they won't be twisted and mingled amongst each other. So the character of Maritza Ramirez, the backup story, does also appear in the main story, but they're not in continuity, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, it does totally make sense. As long as they mention each other and they know of each other, that's cool with me. Because, I mean, everyone should have their own spotlight and their own page. I mean, I'm totally behind that. But as long as they live in the same world and acknowledge each other, that's totally groovy. I definitely...
Yeah, I'm trying to slowly kind of build a fuller world, and I wanted to give readers, some more to show the depth of what Harbor City and that whole world is like.
All right, refresh my memory.
Yeah.
The style of art for Bix. Let's pull up the thumbnail for this episode. And there you go. The style for Bix and Diego is very Dick Tracy. Very 1940s. Very definitely. 1950s. What made you decide on that style of art and choose the artist for your character?
So Gonzalo Martinez is a Chilean artist who does the pencils and the inks, and Arthur Hesley is the color artist. He's a Brazilian colorist who does a great job. He's also done some work for Marvel on Thunderbolts and a few other titles that escape me at the moment, but they're both phenomenal. The reason I chose Gonzalo was, we talked. I talked to a few different artists, and I really like he's got kind of a European sensibility, and I love Batman the Animated Series. When the simple lines, kind of classic, cartoony, clean line. It's not the only style I like. I mean, you could see we've got this variant cover from Gabriel Hardman, who does a lot of ink washes and watercolors and other stuff in the background too. Like I love all kinds of different styles, but in terms of influences, Batman the Animated Series was heavy in my set of influence from the last 30 years or so, and so looking at what Gonzalo could do, not just style-wise, but at his storytelling and the way he can draw characters. And he's also really good with vehicles and architecture. He used to be an architect before he became a cartoonist. So that was kind of why I ended up there. The reason for the period look is because, Bix comes from that period. So, and then he just kind of stopped developing a style. Like he didn't keep up with the style. Although I do have plans to tell stories that took place during the 50s, during the 60s, during the 70s.
Okay.
So that you can see the world changing around him, but he's still the same guy in his hat and his tie and his and his old wingtips. So and then what's his name? Diego, he became a vampire in the early 50s. So he loves rock and roll. So he's rockabilly style. So he's also got that kind of classic mid 20th century look, and he just hasn't developed either. Although he does have like a million different bands. So he's one of those guys. I think we all know that guy either in high school or in college who was in like 4 bands at once, and like one of them was a metal band, and one of them was a ska band, and one of them was country, and one of them was like folk. He's that guy in Harbor City. And so while he normally wears jeans and a leather jacket, we may see him with a mohawk. We may see him with, some kind of glam outfit from the 70s if he's doing some Bowie type stuff. So we'll see in the future.
Okay, cool.
Have you been spying on me? in my con outfits? I don't know.
I have seen some of them for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I am sure. Sophia, do you have any questions?
Was there any holidays that are touched upon in any of the stories? Like Halloween or...
It all kind of feels like Halloween because there's just monsters all over the place. And I do make a conscious decision to put it out around now because people are kind of in that frame of mind, So it's good for marketing. But you know what? The book does well when I put one out in the spring too. So, but I like to have it because I like it for spooky season, right?
Right. Yeah, it's
people
fitting.
With masks, people with horns like you, and it's kind of fun and feels the vibe of Halloween for sure.
Yeah. Okay,
Can
cool.
you bring back that comment from Joe McDonald, please, Sophia?
Maybe he can wear one of Lewis's cowboy hats.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Hey, it is past the hour. So, what that means, Sophia.
Dingleberry time! Dingleberry!
Quiz with Quinn's out. Where does she go?
Uh-oh.
Am I not here?
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Quiz
Oh.
with Quinzel, brought to you by Alternate Reality Entertainment this week. Oh my God, that brings you Rhode Island Comic on November 5th, 6th, and 7th, 2025. And will the Angry Geeks be there? Will they be hitting the stage? Just you wait and see, because something special is going to be happening on one night. And this young lady is going to be the center of attention on 2 nights. But one night, for sure, is going to be special fun. So,
Okay.
further ado. So,
All right. I'm going to ask a question. You're going to answer correctly. Today's question is, who was the first supervillain Spider-Man encountered?
the first super... Didn't you ask that last week?
No, not Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man. I thought you said Superman. First... Oh.
Has to be a super villain or just like a crook?
A supervillain.
I'm going to say Doc Ock. Doc Ock. No,
Okay.
no. Can I take my answer back?
Yeah.
The Kingpin.
I don't think that's right.
No?
Am I supposed to answer too?
Yes, of course
Okay.
you are. You're the guest. You're supposed to answer first. Actually.
All right, I'm going
What
to
the hell?
say, and I know it's wrong. It's not the Kingpin. It's not Dr. Octopus. I'm going to say it's got to be, well, it doesn't have to be. I'm going to say the Lizard, but I think it's wrong.
Okay. All right. So, chat. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Stiltman, Sandman, Chameleon. Okay, so the answer is Supercharger, the living battery.
What?
Are you serious? Really?
No. Really?
No. Well, of course she's right.
Yeah, I'm
She's been-
sure. I'm
she's
more
been
mad at myself
stumping
than I am anything else.
I really thought it was either Doc Ock or the Kingpin. I mean, even if Brother Joe
Never
McDonald
heard of
did,
that.
no,
that
neither
one.
have
Me
I.
either.
No, Sophia, she's been banging them out lately, stumping the chump, and I'm proud of you once again, little sister. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And yes, no, she's been doing her job.
Honestly,
Doing
thought it
her
was
job.
Stiltman.
And I mean,
Say what?
say what? Yes, I know, Joe. It's
Baffling.
ADK. Hi,
Yes.
ADK. How you doing?
ADK. I know what's going on. It's very much baffling. Very much. All right, so let's get to some screen sharing and get to some entire screen, and we will get to screen number 1 and share the screen of the covers. Can you see the cover here?
There we go.
All right. So what can you tell us about this cover?
So this is our main cover by Gonzalo Martinez and with color by Arthur Hesley. And you can see a little bit of what I've been talking about with, that's Bix's brother above his head there holding the dagger and looking crazy. But that's also his brother next to him on his 16th birthday looking all happy and nice. So there's, it's kind of like some of the fond memories mixed with some of the evil memories. And he's just kind of beside himself. And he's a guy from the 1930s. He doesn't want to talk about his feelings, right? So he's kind of suppressing all this stuff and getting super angry. And then in this issue, these items, these memories are going to start flowing out kind of against his wishes, and it's really going to tick him off.
That's a t-shirt. That is a t-shirt right there.
Isn't it nice? So this is a cover by Craig Rousseau, who is a local favorite. He's working currently on the Herculoids for Dynamite. He
Good
also
friend of the show.
Yeah, he's at all the local shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did Young Hellboy. He's a fantastic artist. If you don't follow him, I don't know why, but he's got a lot of great prints for sale. And he was kind enough to do a nice cover for me. You can see in the background there's Diego is also hiding there, and Bix is jumping into the fray with both guns blazing. This is our back cover, actually, by Gonzalo Ruggieri, who is the Zombie Town artist. He's got such a different style from Gonzalo Martinez. It's a very inky, brushy, watercolory style that I really love, and I think is super spooky, which is kind of what I was going for. Again, I wanted to show a different flavor of what goes on in Harbor City. And so this is Maritza Martinez is our main character. She's wearing a suit that supposedly will keep the human smell from the zombies around her. So she had to go into the city through the sewer system and popped up under the street and is now surrounded by zombies. And we'll see what happens in this issue.
Awesome.
That's a badass cover.
I like
Wow.
that.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
So this is I think he's Argentinian. Daniel Cabal is his name, and I just found him, I think, on Instagram, and I DM'd him and I said, "Hey, you want to do a cover?" And he said, "Absolutely." So here we are. And I gave him kind of carte blanche to do what he wanted. I said it just needs to have a monster, but I want it to feel kind of pulpy. And this is what he came back with, and I love that he's got like a damsel in distress who's like in a nightgown or it could be either a slip or it could be a ball gown. I have no idea what's going on. But then they're hiding obviously there from this werewolf, and the colors also really pop. I really like this piece quite a bit. And this is our C cover, our third variant.
Well, I tell you what, Bix looks like Zorro in this picture.
He
And
does.
totally digging this. When I first saw this cover, I was like, holy crap, this is badass. And Bix would look really cool with like a ponytail or just long hair coming out of his mummy wraps. Because if you look at it quickly, it looks like he has long hair.
It does. I never noticed that until you mentioned it.
Yeah,
But it absolutely does.
He would look so cool with long hair coming out of those mummy wraps. Now, what page? I don't want to give too much away.
Yep.
And this is like, it says you madman, you killed her, but it looks like a dude falling out of the window.
So it's a woman with very short hair. Her name is Cat St. Clair. She is the cat burglar of Harbor City. She's like our sort of a Catwoman analog. Bix just tossed her off the roof at the end of last issue, and so this is the first page of this new issue, and we're gonna find out what happens to her.
Oh, let's go back. Sorry.
That's all right.
There she is.
Yeah. So Diego, who's a vampire, he can fly, and he's caught her and is bringing her back up. Bix claims that he knew that he was down there and that Cat wouldn't get hurt, but Diego's not so sure. He thinks that Bix has kind of gone off the edge a little bit. And so you'll notice Bix's sweet GTO down here. He's got I love classic cars. I don't know much about them, but I love them. And so one of the things that I did with Bix is, because he's been alive for a century, he's got a cool car from each decade. Nice. And so this is his 1968 GTO.
Why'd you go red? That's what I always wondered. Why red and not black?
That's a good question. I think just because it looks better on the page. I think if you put black on this car, it would blend in a little too much with the background. Okay. I think that's more of a colorist choice. I didn't specifically say red, so I think that was Arthur's choice. But,
I think the red stands out.
Yeah, it pops a little bit, right?
It does. It does. But I mean, I always see a GTO as black, and yeah. But
fair.
Look at this artwork.
It's really nice, isn't it? The team does a great job. This guy here is the driver is Muscles Marinara. He is Bix's driver and mechanic. He's an ex-con who Bix helped, who's wrongfully incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit. Bix helped clear him, and now he is his indentured driver. Bix never knows when his limbs are going to get ripped off, and he won't be able to drive back from somewhere. So Muscles drives him around. It's kind of his man about town, or Guy Friday. And so part of their investigation is they have a few suspects of they're trying to find the last dagger before it's used. These mystical daggers that have been used in these cult killings. And there's only a few people that could have stolen them. And so one of them is this guy Majestico, who is a kind of a 2-bit sorcerer who mostly does like kids' birthday parties, but he can legitimately teleport. So he could have teleported himself in, stolen the daggers, and is using them to murder people. So Bix is trying to find him, but he only finds this unhelpful guy who's doing tarot cards. And so Diego steps in because the guy refuses to talk to him, and Bix kind of abuses Diego's willingness to help a little bit, just because Bix wants to get this done by any means necessary, and Diego just wants Bix to think he's cool because he thinks that Bix is pretty cool.
Nice.
And then the cops have already told Bix last issue to stay away from this case. This guy here is Detective Braddock, and he's caught up with them and telling them that he's taking him downtown for trying to murder Cat St. Clair by throwing her off her roof. And so Bix is trying to convince Diego to just fly them away, which he does. And then we go get to meet, there's this witch that Bix consults with from time to time, who it turns out, we'll find out on the next page, is a 9-year-old girl. And she's a medium and a witch who can communicate with demons from beyond. And so he's trying to get some intel and figure out what's going on. And if people think, or if the demons on the other side think that something's about to happen. So he starts to get a little bit of information that there's armies starting to gather and that something nefarious is on the way, but no real details. And then, as we'll see, she also unleashes some memories. She senses unrest And he's like, yeah, of course. There's demons coming. There's going to be unrest. And she says, no, it's within you. And then you can see on the next page, she touches him on the forehead and unleashes his thoughts or his memories of his brother and him and his kind of conflicted feelings about the whole situation.
All right. I don't want to give away too much more of the book, so let's see if we can get some more of the covers. This is Zombie Town. We can stay here for a bit.
Yep. Yeah, sure. So this is Maritza Ramirez. She just popped out of the manhole here, and she's in the middle of downtown Zombie Town, and all the monsters heard the noise, so they've come running. But they can't see. I'm using, pretty popular zombie rules, but they can smell humans. So that's why she's wearing that kind of deep sea, old school deep sea costume. And then there's somebody up there from Il Cosa Muerte, which is the zombie mafia.
Okay. This is just, the artwork is creepy.
Isn't it?
Sophia.
I like it.
Sophia.
Yes.
I'm
You
scared.
scared? Oh, he's scared.
Uh-oh. I don't want to scare you.
No, that's what this is all about. This is just, amazing. And this is what spooky season is all about.
Totally.
And right there, I don't want to give away too much. So
It's all
I'm gonna
right.
stop sharing right there
All right.
and jump back into the screen. So, dude, if you want this book, go to the Kickstarter, jump
David
in.
Perry says that
Get
the
it.
covers are cool.
Yeah, what's
Thanks,
up,
dude.
cousin? How are you? Yes.
Yeah. And Joseph throws off very spirit vibes in that one.
Thank you. I'm trying for
Yes.
it.
Hi.
Hello, cuz. How are you doing? That's my cousin David right there. You have to go to the Kickstarter.
Louis,
You have to get
scared.
this book.
She's
Yes, I'm
scared.
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 A long story about that. Hey, it's 1:45, and that means we gotta pay some bills. Alternate Universe LLC, where every Wednesday is New Comic Book Day. We were just at Nirvana at the New England Brewing Company, brought to you by Alternate Universe LLC. Sophia and I live streaming there. What a hectic time that was, huh?
It was different.
Oh my God, it was. We tried to do it WrestleMania 2 style from two different locations at once. Two portable studio. Oh my God,
Wow.
It was so hectic, so hectic. But this week's question is brought to you by Eric and the guys. And question number 1: are you ready?
Ready.
Patrick, Sophia, and chat. Patrick's gonna go first. Blood or brains? What is your choice for ghoulish nourishment?
Ooh,
Blood, Sophia. Blood or brains? What is your choice of ghoulish nourishment? Patrick, you go first.
I want to go blood because that means I'm a
Blood.
vampire and I'm probably
Okay.
going to be pretty sexy and live for a long time. Right?
Great answer. Great answer. Sophia. Blood or brains? What is your choice for ghoulish nourishment?
I would say blood. Blood! Blood!
Blood. I'm gonna go myself. I'm going to go with blood myself. Chat. What is chat saying, Sophia?
Joseph's blood need all that iron.
Smart.
Okay.
And voices blood all the way. I feel like I can live with the iron. The what? The iron.
Iron
what?
stace.
Taste? Oh, taste. I'm
Iron-
sorry.
squishy.
Instead of the squishy brain.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah, the texture of the brain. And mangoes is blood.
Ooh.
Blood. Oh, taste.
Blood.
Okay. Blood.
Everybody is saying. Everyone is
Blood.
coming up saying blood. So I guess they all want to be a vampire over a zombie.
Not one brain, huh?
Not one a brain. No. Okay. Are we ready for question number 2?
Yes.
Bring
Question number 2 is very cool. Question number 2. Create your own 3-member monster crime fighting team. Create your own 3-member monster crime fighting team. Patrick.
Okay, this is pretty easy, I think. So you're gonna go Frankenstein for the muscle.
Yep. Very good.
Invisible Man for stealth.
Ooh.
And then I want Dracula because he's got the brains, and he can
Yep.
also fly, and he can transmogrify and all that kind of stuff. So that's a good.
Wait,
like,
trans what?
you can transmogrify into bats and steam and all kinds of stuff.
Okay, I thought it was transform, but transmagnify. I never heard that word.
Maybe I'm
You
using
just-
that word wrong, but
I don't know. You just made my brain explode, man. Maybe I should change my answer and eat brains. I don't know. Sophia, little sister.
Okay. First would be a werewolf, for sure.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
Second would probably be vampire,
Okay.
like Blade. And the third one would be... I don't know. A zombie?
Oh, why?
I don't know. He could be like my attack zombie.
Oh, okay. It's an attack zombie. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go before we get to chat. Now I'm gonna go outside the box here. Okay. I'm gonna go with the creature from the Black Lagoon because you need somebody to do the water stuff, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yes, you need that. So creature from the Black Lagoon. I'm gonna use that. Then I'm gonna use kind of like a Hyde, Jekyll and Hyde, because that's kind of like the Hulk.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have that strength as Frankenstein,
Yeah.
but it's just is gonna like burst out, and you'll be there. All right.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna need one of the Midnight Angels. Okay, you're going to need sex appeal. You're gonna need someone that can go in there and be like, "Hey, baby," and like just
Like a succubus?
yeah, kind of. But I'm thinking like a Morticia, like a Lily Munster, like a bride. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
Okay.
some type of character like that can go in there, seduce the Corto Maltese guy, and seduce the evil Baron, and take care of business that way, so the two muscle guys can come in and do what they got to do. That's what I'm thinking. So you got the beauty, the brawn, and the tech. That's my super team right there.
Nice. I like it.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. All right, Sophia, what does chat say? Wow, chat jumped up. Let's see, what does chat say?
Okay, so Void says Cross Universal, Spawn, Blade, Swamp Thing. It's a good
Oh,
team.
good.
Good mix.
Joe McDonald says Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman, unless Godzilla is available. Oh,
Godzilla's a team in it by itself, for crying out loud. Okay.
Mango says zombie equals meat shield.
Yes.
Ooh, good.
Void says so Hellspawn, vampire, and a forest monster.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, and Wei says hello. Hi,
Hello,
Wei.
Way. What's going
How you
on?
doing? Welcome in.
I like the forest monster idea.
I do too.
Because like you don't think about that.
No, I didn't.
Hmm.
I was just going traditional, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So, speaking of different monsters, and this question bringing up, what kind of monsters do you want to have, Bix, fight that are not yet on the drawing board?
It's a good question. So I've had a bunch of pinups where he's fighting a bunch of different kinds of monsters. In the first story, he fought a werewolf. In this story, he's going to be fighting demons. He's got a vampire. He's not fighting the vampire, but there's a vampire around. I definitely want to have... I do have a Frankenstein-style monster, but it's more of a robot. It's a human brain in a robot body, so it's kind of a Frankenstein's monster. But I'd love to have, like... I think I told you, it's going to get a little crazy later in this story. Oh, hi, kitty cat.
Kitty.
And the streets are going to be flooded with these little demons, right? We're all running around and causing chaos. So that's going to be kind of a big fight coming up for Bix. What I love in this one, that Gabe Hardman did, is you can see the shadow of some creature in the alley there, but you don't know what it is. And I kind of love that. It's some kind of unknown monster that he's fighting. And in this one, this is stories that I have in the back of this first issue. There are ninja vampires, and there's the zombie a mafioso. We got some Martians. We have these guys called the Street Pirates. They basically they ride these tow trucks and they'll swing over onto your car and like take your car like old pirates used to take ships. And they kind of roam around Harbor City. And I only have them in a flashback, and I really want to do a full story with them because I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I think so too. That is a brilliant idea. I mean, that could even be just a story in its own, and then have like Bix go after him. That's like bloody. Pardon the pun, but that's bloody brilliant, man. I like super like that. And Joe, you're correct. No one went with modern day monsters.
Yeah, didn't think of that.
Our modern day monster is really scary. That's my opinion.
Scary,
very scary. I like that idea, dude. You got to work on that for sure.
It's in my notes. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay, so Bixby Grant, live action or animated? What do you want to see?
I would prefer animated, honestly, because I think you would buy the character of Bix more as an illustration than you would as a person in a costume.
Okay.
I mean, if Spielberg or someone's going to walk up to me and say, "Here's $1 million, let's do the live action," of course I'm not going to say no. But just conceptually, I think people would buy it better. And in my head, I've got kind of a Batman the Animated Series, as I mentioned before, meets Cowboy Bebop kind of kinetic energy kind of vibe.
Okay. All right, very good. So next question.
Yeah.
2D animation, CGI animation. What type? What style?
In my head, I've always pictured traditional flat animation.
2D.
Yeah, 2D. But I think you could do a pretty cool style. I mean, as we've seen with like the Into the Spider-Verse stuff, you could do some really awesome kind of hybrid stuff, which I think is super cool. So maybe something along those lines.
Okay. Next question. We're going anime.
Yeah.
Who would be the voice of Bixby and who would voice Diego?
Excellent. So in my head, I have heard Nick Offerman from Parks and Rec. He was he's got that kind of no nonsense, kind of gravelly, he's got a lot of gravitas, right? He's got a lot of bass in his voice too. So and he can do a really straight line read to make it very impactful or funny. And for Diego, that's a good one. I hadn't thought about that. Who would Diego be? He's kind of a wisecrack. But he's also a New England
podcaster that wears cowboy hats.
He is from Mexico originally, so he will probably have an accent. I'm trying to think of who would be a good fit for that. But he's lived in Harbor City in America for longer, so his English is pretty spot on. I don't know. Is anybody in the
chat? Who do you recommend?
Yeah. Who do you recommend? I need somebody young, like 20-ish, right? Who's kind of a wiseacre, who's maybe got a little bit of an accent.
Sophia's thinking. I can see. I know the look.
I don't know why, but I'm thinking like Pedro Pascal.
I like it. I like it. That's perfect.
She always says Pedro. Pasquale.
He's Pasquale.
I know.
Could also be Diego Luna. He's got a really good accent too.
Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. Pasquale. Yeah, boy.
Pasquale.
Always. We gotta blame it on Pasquale.
Pasquale did it.
Pasquale did it all the time. I can definitely see
Joe
it.
answered Matt Mercer because he fits most of those notes.
Okay, I could see that.
Yes. All right. So, Patrick, what's your next con? Where are you going to be?
I don't have one lined up. I have not had my bleeps
What?
together.
You're not going to Rhode Island? Why? Why aren't you going to Rhode Island?
I will be attending. I do not have a booth. So I will be wandering around. I'll come to you guys because I know you're going to be there.
Yep.
But I will not. I didn't have my act
we didn't even make the announcement yet. We just talked about it.
Sorry.
Of course, Yes, of course we're going to be there. The announcement hasn't been made yet, but yes, we will be there.
Awesome.
Yay!
Yes. All right. So you definitely have to come and find us for sure.
Definitely.
For sure. For sure. The next book, your Kickstarter coming up in March.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right now, the Kickstarter has been fully funded, but if you want these books right now, you have to go to the Kickstarter to get the current book.
Yep.
Issues 1, issues 2, if you want them, you can go to Patrick's website, Facebook page, contact him, get these books. Are they available in LCSs? Where can you get them if they can't get a hold of you?
Here's the
So
Kickstarter link.
If you happen to be in central Massachusetts, there are a few copies available at That's Entertainment in Worcester. They are my LCS.
Yeah.
And they have been phenomenal about promoting me and having me there for some events in the past. I don't know if I'm sold out. The last time I was there, I couldn't find it, which means maybe they sold out.
I haven't seen it either, because usually when you go to That's Entertainment, right there on Lois Lane, yes, that is the street that they are on.
That's
you
right.
walk in, and you walk to their massive back issue stand. Local creators are right there on the end cap.
That's
you
right.
can find books by Joe St. Pierre. You can find books by this cat right here, Patrick COYLE. All the books are there, okay? You can see Ian Chase Nickel books there. You can see Jack Purcell books there. But I look all the time. I'll pick up a book and I'll take a snapshot of it, okay? If I know the artist, and I know all the artists that are on that end cap, and I've never seen Bixby Grant. Why? Because it's that hot. It's that good. It's not there. So, yeah.
So right now you can only
You're
get it in
sold
the
out,
Kickstarter.
dude.
Right.
Yes. You're sold out.
Yeah, so for right now, the Kickstarter is your best bet to get them, because you can get the catch-up tier. I do have the prices in front of me this time. You can get that catch-up tier as a digital pack for $23. You get the 72-pager plus the 3 single issues, and then you can get all 3 covers of the new issue for $50, which is $5 off. Or you can get the print catch-up, which saves you $10 off the cover price, for $60 for all 4. So that's a pretty good deal. We also still have we have some of these sketch, I don't know if you can even see it. We have some sketches done by Gonzalo. We have 1 ink sketch left, and then we have 5 pencil sketches. The pencil sketch, you get the book plus a 9x12 pencil sketch signed by Gonzalo. It's not a print, it's an actual pencil sketch for $100. And for $150, I think we have one more inked sketch left. So for $150, you'll get the ink sketch signed by Gonzalo along with issue 3.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
All right. And you can find Patrick on Facebook and on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Or just become his friend. Become his friend. And then he'll sell you all this stuff. I'll tell you what. He'll sell you all the stuff that you just mentioned, okay? Like $23 on the Kickstarter. If you become his friend, he'll sell it to you for $25. That's a bargain.
Absolutely. That is a deal.
So that is a great deal. Patrick, thank you so much for hanging out with us for this past hour. We already pimped your links when we pimped everything about you. So, Sophia, tell everyone where they can stream with Sophia, and tell everyone where they can find us and our website and all that happy stuff.
Okay, you can find me on Sophia Cormier on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, X/ that's Twitter, YouTube, Kick, Blue Sky, Cameo, and you can find Angry Geeks on the same platforms and the angrygeekshow.com.
And this weekend, without a shadow of a doubt, by Friday, 11:59, our Patreon will be live. So make sure you click on that, pick a tier, join us, and have some fun, because we got a lot of stuff that needs to get done. So our Patreon will be live by this weekend. Scout's honor. She and I are going to get it done. So, yes, we got to please support our Patreon and get some funds going. And then, October 30th, 93.9 The River. That's right. Lewis, Sophia, on the air, Nerd Wars, talking with Nighttime Will and Morning Show Steve. about Rhode Island Comic Con. But you know what? We're bringing a special guest with us. So just tune in and find out who we're bringing.
Who's it gonna be?
I don't know. You got to tune in to find out. You get
come
the
on.
river. You get the river where you live.
I do.
Yes.
I wanted the scoop right now.
No, we're bringing a special guest. It could be somebody that works for the con. It could be a super person. You don't know, but we're bringing a special guest with us. So make sure you tune in. October 30th. That's right. All Hallows Eve. Devil's Night. Mischief Night. Whatever you want to call it. But, yeah. All Hallows Eve. 93.9 The River. The Angry Geeks return to Devil's Night. And Nerd Wars. Hey, we love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, no! Thursday night, 8 o'clock. We'll see you then. Bye.